Good early morning from southern Ontario, Canada. So, the German farmers' protest. The similarities between the truckers' protest in Canada and the farmers' protest in Germany. Well, in the words of Yogi Berra, it's deja vu all over again. But I'll come to that in a moment. What triggered this is that apparently government deficits are illegal in Germany for a government to run a deficit. Now, there's some good thinking, I think. So then I Googled Germany's debt, which in June 2023, is a paltry $2,812 billion US dollars. Boy, compared to Canada's trillions, that's pretty enviable. Although their debt to GDP figures don't seem to align with this figure, but I didn't go any further down that rabbit hole. I don't think it's contextually relevant to what triggered this protest, which is basically the government said, well, we have a deficit, we got to get it from somewhere. We'll remove the subsidies from diesel fuel and some other things from the farmers. And the farmers said, well, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Same as mandating the truckers did here in Canada. We could take the month, time and season of the year. It's cold in Germany right now. It was cold in Ottawa. Another similarity is the German government's been being run by a three-party coalition, which the German people as a whole aren't happy about. They seem to be following woke left and one might suspect WEF agendas. Now somebody, a leftist, is going to jump in here right now and say, well, when the truckers' convoy went to Ottawa, the supply and confidence agreement hadn't been signed yet. True enough, it hadn't. But for a year and a half previously, the NDP had been acting as a coalition government supporting the Liberals. Everything Trudeau said, I want, Jimmy Jagmeet Singh said, you got it, buddy. So, in other similarities, the politicians in Germany and the mainstream media are trying to vilify the farmers and their supporters as far-right extremists, etc., etc. Yeah, you know how it goes. They're just drunken farmers protesting the removals of tax concessions on diesel fuels. Well, these removals are like a 65 to 85% increase. Yeah, on the farmers, and they're saying, we can't afford that. And the German people aren't happy about the foreign aid being sent to the conflict between the two countries. Conflict? You know who I mean. Censorship. Bill C-18 here in Canada. I can't really list the two countries. But basically the German people are saying, stop shipping money out of the country while we're going broke here at home. Public support seems pretty large for this, and it seems to be increasing. We'll see what happens. This is day 2 now, I believe. Day 3, sorry, of a planned 8-day. Well, it's turning into a general strike, really. It's not just the farmers, the truckers. I mentioned in a previous video, Polish truckers rolled in support. So the transportation industry and the railway workers, I think they're still in support. And again, another parallel to Ottawa at the time, the police and the public are interacting very smoothly. Traffic lanes are kept open. Everything's harmonious. Yeah, Yogi Berra. It's deja vu all over again. The mainstream media, I mentioned it previously, both the mainstream media and the independent media are there. Clayton Morris from Redacted is there. Eva, and I'm going to mispronounce her last name, Eva Vladigerbrock. You may have seen her, very bright, young, blonde woman. You may have seen her she's had a lot of interaction with oh golly, our famous Canadian fellow, and I lose my mind right here at the end, Jordan Peterson. And she's quite a big name on the global scene. She's down recently, did a tour through the U.S. Shaping up to be an interesting week. And, well, they want rid of their government. This three-party coalition. Same as we'd like rid of our coalition here in Canada. I've rambled long enough.